Hey everybody, Marcos Villegas here with Abel Sanchez and Abel. Gennady Golovkin and Canelo Alvarez just weighed in. Wow, what an intense weigh-in.
Yes.
What did you make of everything that happened there?
I think that the bravado that he showed, I hope he brings tomorrow. And I think that we have to make sure that the fight happens tomorrow. I wasn't going to allow any kind of horseplay up there. I wasn't going to allow any kind of injuries because I don't want him to have any kind of excuses for tomorrow.
Were you surprised that he went up like that?
Absolutely not. I've been in this situation many, many times. I've done this 4 or 5 times with fighters. I told, as I got up next to Gennady, I told the promoters, Eric was just beside me, and I told Tom Loeffler, be ready, just be ready. And as soon as Golovkin stood there and Canelo, he waited for Canelo. Canelo came out real strong and like try to push, try to get it. That's why. Look, they butt heads, they get a cut. I don't need that. So that's why I put my hand on Canelo and kind of just separated them. And then I started getting pulled from the back. I think it was Eric that wanted that to happen. I don't want that to happen. I want them to fight tomorrow. So when they started pulling me, I pulled away, and that's when he started getting a little more physical. So I just got in the middle, turned my back, and they started throwing shit at me, throwing punches at me. That's why I turned my back. So I'm not trying to handle Canelo. I'm not trying to hurt Canelo. I'm not trying to push him. If you're going to throw punches on my back, you throw punches on my back. I was just trying to separate them to make sure that the fight, there's no excuses tomorrow.
What did you make of that? The team throwing punches at your back?
They're children, man. All the insults that have been passed around has been by that group. I've not insulted. I've not said anything insulting to them other than the truth. My opinion was that he ran. The truths that I've said, and if I've insulted them directly, they need to tell me how I did it. If I insulted them by saying that he tested positive, that's the truth. If I insulted them by saying that he caused a lot of people to cancel their vacations, that's the truth. That I have a belief that he didn't eat the meat, that he did something else, that's what I believe. I have a right to do that. So that they're behaving like children and not behaving like adults, this is a sport of adults, and we need to keep it clean, and I will not let somebody sweep it under the rug and forget about it.
What did Gennady tell you about everything that happened?
He's just laughing, man. You know, outside the ring, really, he's Gennady Golovkin. When he steps to the ropes, that's business. That's the office. That's Triple G in there. Right now, it doesn't matter. You notice how he just stayed still. He knows that.
Well, you look pretty. He got this look like this killer look.
But he knew that I was there, and he knew that I wasn't going to allow anything to happen. But when I got in the middle, he understood my meaning. He understood my point. Is this not the time? Tomorrow's the time.
Does this change anything from what's going to happen tomorrow night?
I hope so. I hope so on Canelo's side. I hope that he brings that bravado tomorrow and wants to knock Golovkin out like he's been saying. Then I think we're going to be treated to that fight. Who knows? Maybe he's got the tools. Maybe he's good enough to knock out Golovkin. Maybe he's good enough to go 12 rounds at the pace that Golovkin is going to go. If he is, then guess what? He's a great fighter.
You got to expect that Canelo is going to move a little bit more, be a little bit quicker. But how do you see? No?
From this, I don't think so. I think he's pissed off enough that he's going to stand a little more. But yes, I expect him to use his skills. I expect him to move. We all expect him to move. But he's got a duty to these fans that were here, and a duty to the 20-some thousand that are going to be here tomorrow, and to his fans in Mexico to fight like they expected him to fight the first time. Like he's fought 40-some times before the first Gennady fight. If he doesn't, then he's the one that's going to get booed just like he got booed the first time.
Ultimately, what happens tomorrow?
He gets knocked out between the 9th and the 11th. I see him coming at us and trying to fight. And we're going to see what he's made of. And if he's that good, then we get beat. I don't think so.
All right, Abel, thank you so much. It was quite the weigh-in.
It was fun, man. It was fun.
Yeah, it was.
But you know, another thing, too, is when you have roosters and where they have dogs that they fight, they pit them at each other. They don't put them next to each other. They don't put them close to each other. They pit them to make them matter, but you don't put them next to each other to hurt themselves. We have a big engagement tomorrow. You know, there's a lot of people that bought a lot of expensive tickets here to come and see a fight with 2 guys that are 100%.
All right, Abel, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Abel Sanchez, of course, will be in the corner of Gennady Golovkin. The pay-per-view happens tomorrow night over here at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Canelo versus Triple G, Part 2.